Carter, and this is my amazing dog, Micro. We put together FND Revolution, about a year ago actually now. And, we've had some amazing momentum in helping out the community. And now we wanted to start with the FND TV series. Now, I thought, why not be the first cab off the rank in way of people and episodes? So I wanted to actually give a bit of insight in regards to me, Micro, my life, post FND, and I'm breaking it down into 3 areas. The first being the bad, can't forget the bad, then talking about some of the awesome things that have actually come out of this experience and this journey so far, and then the things I'm incredibly grateful for as a result. So let's dive right in. The bad. Well, you can't really talk about having FND without talking about the horrendous, debilitating monster of which FND is. And, without kind of harping on about that, for me personally, there have been actually a number of different things that I would say have really been the worst thing about this journey. And, first and foremost, and these are in no particular order, because I feel like this bucket, man, it is everlasting, but I try and kind of balance it out really. Otherwise, you start going down a very dark road. Stigma. Stigma is one of the things that has really engulfed this whole experience for me, and the volatility and abruptness of FND, it's like a Jekyll and Hyde experience, and people don't get it. And the stigma around someone who's disabled versus someone that looks well has been one of the most challenging things to deal with personally, especially with people that knew me pre-FND versus now. And I try to get through those days when I do start to focus on these by thinking on something positive and, really focusing and trying to rationalize things, which is really hard in itself. The other big boulder as part of this experience has been the kind of unknown. It's hard enough having a variety of different symptoms and stigma and volatility, but then not knowing how this debilitating illness came, what's the future going to be like. It can get very dark. And this is why, I see a lot of people that have quite a hard journey as part of that process. And, the symptoms don't help because you get in these funks and then you spiral, and, the fatigue is no lie. Holy cow, like from being an energetic, robust, social person. Oh my, half the challenge was me staying home and not going out and doing things. Now it's the complete opposite between the debilitating symptoms and anxiety and social anxiety. It's been really hard in dealing with the new reality of life, particularly being so different to how my life was before, and the symptoms, and being able to comprehend it all, process it all. So that's my bad. There's no sugarcoating it. There's no silver bullet. But I think it's important to be real. I think it's important for people to understand it is awful. It is scary. It is so debilitating. And that Jekyll and Hyde is the probably best way for me to summarize what life has turned into. Let's lighten it up. Now, the awesome that has come of this. And one of the great things that has actually come out of this is my color, not just physically, but the color within me has found a channel to finally kind of come back out. And I think that color comes through many streams. You know, the socials have been another amazing turn of this journey. I actually wasn't on socials for several years before FND because I didn't want to get into the socials and the stereotype around socials and the stigma and the data and all the rest of it. And I kind of was off it. And coming back into it, I actually thought it might be a good way of reaching so many more people that aren't necessarily getting out, similar to myself, that are going into socials in order to find a community that they can express themselves to, that they can share with, they can grieve with, they can laugh with, and be accepted, be seen. And I have been blown away. It has actually helped me hugely, these socials and all the amazing people that have connected, because it's been so hard not feeling like you're going out of your brain in regards to FND, and finding people on socials who understood they had the same symptoms as me. They've had similar journeys as me. They've had similar struggles to me, similar kind of epiphanies as part of this experience. It makes a huge difference. It's not just about the acknowledgement of having or diagnosis of FND. It's finding people that can relate, and you find your kind of tribe that you can communicate with. And that's really made a huge difference, and it's helped me grow my inner strength as a person, be able to be far more vocal in regards to FND and pushing the envelope and pushing everything with FND revolution, because there needs to be a change. Things need to change. I shouldn't be the one finding the research and posting it out to everyone. It should be doctors that are working with us. We shouldn't have to be on socials trying to diagnose and help one another. It's insane. Anyway, that's another kettle of fish. But yeah, look, the other key thing that I found, aside from my amazing FND community, has been the people that have actually stuck by me through this, the friends and the surprising friends that have really come through and through, and I really didn't appreciate as much as I should have before. And so, you know, with everything that happens, I think life has a strange way of, you know, really grounding you. And, you know, people also learn from this experience, and I hope they don't end up where I ended up or where you ended up. I hope that people learn from this and they see how amazing life can be, and not getting bogged down in the unnecessary chaos and noise that life can throw at you. Life is awesome if you choose to go down that channel and not get sucked into the negative, that there is an abundance. You know, caring for each other, supporting each other, not being competitive to take people out. Like, I've been so amazed at the support I've received. It really has made a huge difference, and definitely the glimmer as part of this journey. Lastly, the grateful. And look, this little fella is definitely high on the list of things I am grateful for. He has been my little pocket rocket that has been there with me every day. He sits by me when I'm working. He's my shadow when I'm about, and his love is endless. And he has been wonderful, and one of the things I'm incredibly grateful for, as is the way in which I have my life. One of the things that you don't really appreciate when you're in the grind of life and keeping up with work, family, school, socials that you're trying to coordinate, friends, extended family. It's just a gauntlet day to day. And you kind of fail sometimes to truly appreciate how fortunate you might be. And having the fundamentals in your life and those key people, you don't need anything else. It has made me so grateful for my husband and son and the home we have built, that I often think to myself, what a wasted journey I've had prior to FND in not truly appreciating and spending that time and doing more. But the beauty is I am now. You know, our journey as a family through the last 2.5 years has been huge. You know, the way in which we care, appreciate, listen, and are grateful for one another and our health and being able to go out and get out of bed, and truly the simple things I am so grateful for. Every morning I'm able to get out of bed and open my eyes and walk and talk. These are some of the things we take so for granted, but yet can go in a heartbeat. I am ever so grateful for that now. And every day I am thankful for everything that I have, and try and make sure that I tell those people in my life how important they are, because it's not just about my family and making sure that they know. It's every moment that you have with someone. That's what I do now. I'm in the moment. I'm not thinking about what I'm packing or the next social or where I'm here. I'm with you. And that's been a big difference. And one of the most beautiful things that have come out of this is the true gratitude you have for being able to have this. And I hope that you see that as well. And I hope that what I've kind of shared with you today resonates. And if it doesn't, it's okay. Hopefully we'll have more stories as part of this that you'll enjoy and will resonate more. But I just wanted to share that, sending you amazing vibes of joy, gratefulness, and happiness. And Micro over here is also sending something in his wanting to play some ball. And with that, have an amazing day. Bye.